Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So today I think is going to be a fairly quick video, and I wanted to talk to you about Zara fragrances. I know that these fragrances are very popular, and so I decided to add kind of my opinion to the mix. Now, what inspired this video was purchase of two new Zara fragrances that came out recently. I'm not sure if they're part of some kind of special collection. There were actually three that came out, but I purchased two, and it is Tropical Boost and Cherry Smoothie. So before I start talking about these two particular fragrances, just kind of a quick overview on my view and my experience with Zara fragrances. Now, in general, they have so many. They've released so many over the years. You know, when you go on Fragrantica and click on Zara, the list seems to be never ending. Now, I have tried a few of them. I tried two from, again, I don't know the collection, so I'm not even gonna attempt to remember, but I tried a sweet pastry in Paris. I actually had a full bottle. That's a fragrance that's very similar to Lyra. It has that lemony sweet pastry kind of vibe. It was very nice. It was a little bit, synthetic or a little bit chemical smelling, but definitely a very affordable version of Lyra. Now, for me personally, although I used it for a bit, but because I have Lyra and I have a few others that smell similar, it just didn't make sense for me to keep it. And so eventually I decluttered that scent. Another one that I purchased from the same collection was, what's the name? A Mochi Atelier in Tokyo. Now, for me, that one was strange because I couldn't smell much of anything. Honestly, I can't even tell you what it smelled like. It smelled like nothing. It smelled like piece of paper to me. It just had no smell. It was so light. Now, my daughter, on the other hand, loved it. And so that one went straight to her collection. I also tried two from, it's either their Jo Malone or their Emotions, I think, collection. And it is Ebony Wood. Now, that one was a complete fail for me because it just smelled strange. It smelled really strange, like some kind of varnish or something. I don't know. Just smelled strange. I couldn't stand it. That one left immediately. And I also tried Vetiver Pamplemousse. Now, that one, if you watched my channel for a while, you might remember that I had initially a 40 ml bottle of that. Then I purchased the full size, which is like 80 ml or 100 ml. I can't remember. I've used up both. I love. What a beautiful grapefruit fragrance. I love it. Now, I don't personally use it on my skin all that much, although sometimes I would, but I love using it as a room spray. I love using it on bed sheets or somewhere in the room. It's just that scent works for me. It just makes me happy. It puts me in a good mood. I find something so refreshing and so cheerful about it. Now, like I said, I've used up both bottles, and I don't know how I forgot. When I was purchasing these two, I should have ordered a new bottle of that one because I will for sure. I actually have a body lotion as well, which I love using in the summer. So that one for me is an absolute must in my collection. It's a staple in my collection. I love it. Now, to be honest, I wasn't planning on purchasing these two. I sort of heard about Cherry Smoothie. A few people mentioned it, but I honestly didn't pay much attention. And then, my biggest enabler, Nisha, messaged me, oh, have you seen this? Have you tried it? It's really good. It's very similar to Lost Cherry. You gotta try it. And I mean, I have no self-control. So when she says, you gotta try it, it's really good, I'm like, okay, I gotta order it. And since I'm ordering that one, well, let me try another one from that collection as well. Like I said, there is a third one. I think it's called Luminous Nectar. I looked at the notes and I just thought, no, that's probably not for me. That one seemed to be quite floral. But these two I decided to try. So now finally, let's talk about these two. And let's start with Cherry Smoothie. So first of all, let's look at the packaging. I gotta say, I am so impressed with the packaging. Honestly, I am. This is beautiful. This is pretty sturdy. This is really, really nice. I mean, for Zara prices, this is really nice. The bottle, you know, kind of the typical Zara bottle, nothing special, but at the same time, you know, clean and simple design. So, you know, I'm sure you've all seen this a million times. So this is Cherry Smoothie. So this is supposed to be, or that's what the reviews are saying, kind of a dupe for Lost Cherry. Is it? Well, let's first look at the notes. So the notes in here are cherry, almond, and plum. These are the top notes. In the middle, we have heliotrope, hawthorn, pearl balsam, and in the base, we have vanilla and tonka bean. So initially, in the opening, it smells so similar to Lost Cherry. Honestly, the first few minutes, it's almost hard to separate. I think if you gave someone two blotters, they would say, okay, they smell exactly the same. Very, very similar. Now, as it starts drying down, it does change a bit. For me, it doesn't feel as deep, it doesn't feel as thick, it doesn't feel as syrupy as Lost Cherry. It's kind of lighter, it is airier, like it's really lacking the depth. What also I find different in here is that it doesn't really have the boozy elements. Like I clearly can smell cherry, I can smell almond, but I'm missing the boozy element. And what I get instead, especially when it really starts drying down, that's different from Lost Cherry, is a bit of smokiness. I think it has a touch of smokiness, not very loud, not very strong, but it is a bit there. And I don't have that in Lost Cherry. I don't smell that in Lost Cherry. So are they similar? Absolutely. Very, very similar. Are they identical? No. I would call them cousins. In my opinion, that's what they are. Now, performance, because we know that the biggest issue with Lost Cherry for almost all of us is performance. It doesn't last long at all. This is where this one is better, because surprisingly, the performance on this one is really, really strong. It really is strong. You know, when I first got this and I sprayed it to test it, somehow a few sprays got on my dog. And for the next 2 days, he smelled like cherry. We were all walking around making fun of him. He smelled like cherry for 2 days straight. And, you know, obviously I didn't spray him directly. Some sprays might have gotten on him, but this has really, really good longevity. So, you know, in a way, it is sort of this, you know, affordable, you can say, dupe to Lost Cherry. I wouldn't exactly call it a dupe, a fragrance that's very, very similar. What else I think this would be good for, and kind of how I plan to wear it, is as a layering piece. Because Lost Cherry doesn't last all that long, I kind of want to see if this makes a difference. Like if I sprayed this as a base and then layer Lost Cherry on top of it, you know, kind of maintaining that scent profile, but hopefully this will extend the longevity of Lost Cherry. So these are my thoughts on it. It's a really lovely, lovely scent. It's really, really pretty. It is very similar to Lost Cherry. So, you know, if you don't want to spend the big bucks on Lost Cherry, this is a great alternative. This really is. And like I said, I really like the packaging. I mean, for the price, I think this is so nice. I mean, really, really nice. So Anyways, to me, this is a great fragrance. This is really, really nice. So let's look at the second one that I got. This one is called Tropical Boost. So the same type of packaging, and obviously the bottle is the same, just the cap is different color. The cherry one is kind of pinky peachy cap, and here we have this, I don't know, yellow cap, I guess yellow. Now, this fragrance, I really didn't hear much about this one. Sort of most of the talk has been about the cherry smoothie. So I really didn't know what to expect here. So let me spray it on the blotter first. And now let's look at the notes. So at the top, we have pineapple, mandarin orange, pink grapefruit. In the middle, there is rose, jasmine, almond milk. And in the base, there is brown sugar and woody notes. And I will start by giving you a bit of a spoiler. I actually like this one even more than cherry smoothie. Of the two, I would have to say honestly that this one is my favorite. What a beautiful, beautiful, happy, cheerful scent for the summer. It really has such cheerful vibe to it. Honestly, it is very fruity. I'm definitely getting pineapple. I'm getting some citruses in here. I'm getting some almond milk because there is a bit of that nuttiness, but kind of in a very milky way. So I can definitely see that. Not, well, I was gonna say not a lot of florals, and yeah, there are not a lot of florals, but I do get a little bit of florals in the background. But this is not a floral scent to me. To me, this is really a fruity scent. Brown sugar, well, I don't know if it's brown sugar that I'm getting exactly, but there's definitely a bit of sweetness added to it. But it doesn't feel like, you know, you've added like, I don't know, okay, let's say brown sugar or vanilla or caramel separately. It just makes these fruits very ripe and very juicy. That's kind of how I feel. Like, to me, sweetness is still coming from the fruits. Like I said, very sweet, very juicy, very ripe types of fruits in here. Beautiful. That's all I can say. This is excellent. This is beautiful. This smells really good. For the summer, gorgeous. I mean, such a nice, juicy, sweet pineapple. So nice. Yeah. This one has really good lasting power too. It's not quite as good as cherry smoothie. I feel like that one lasts longer, but the performance here is very decent. Very decent. I would even say maybe a little bit above decent. Yeah, that's my opinion about it. I really like both of these fragrances. And I mean, for the price, you can't complain. These are really nice. I mean, there's nothing, okay, let's be honest, there's nothing, you know, out of the ordinary or nothing really unique about them. But then, you know, you're not paying the price for these types of fragrances either, you know. These are kind of easygoing, mass appealing types of scents, and you know, they do their job. So I'm quite happy with both of these, and honestly, I would recommend both of these. You know, this, if you're looking for an alternative to Lost Cherry, or maybe like me, you're hoping that by layering the two, this will improve the longevity. And this one is just a great, happy scent for the summer or even late spring. So cheerful. So yeah, both of these get thumbs up from me. So there you go. I would love to know if you have tried these two fragrances. Maybe you've tried the third one from this collection as well. Let me know what you think about it. Do I need to get that one as well? Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.